they led them on the Trail of Tears. They pushed them from the lands that had resources to the middle of the country where there was nothing. That's why my Native American Indian brothers drink themselves to death right now, because there's nothing. A North American Indian reservation is damn near worse, if not worse, than the worst project you've ever been to in your life. That's what it's like to live on a reservation. Black man, Hispanic, Native Indian man, you should know what you should do. You shouldn't join America. And we're gonna prove it in the Bible. Don't join America's military. Don't join Esau's military, man. If you want to join the military, why? Because you want to be a real man and stand up for something, have some character, have something about you stand for. Then why not join the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander General YAHANNA and join God's army, man? Not an army that's gonna send you overseas to murder children for oil. Ooh-wee. You got that, brother? Read.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help.
Understand that the oppressor has to pay for the crimes against blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
That's right.
He has to pay for those crimes. Right. And how can he pay for those crimes if we're fighting alongside him? Right. If we're joining him? If we're friends with him? If we're expecting him to help us? Let's let God do the talking from the top.
As for us.
As for who?
As for us.
As for us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, read.
Our eyes as yet failed.
Our eyes have what?
As yet failed.
Our eyes have yet failed, man. Just imagine somebody looking. It's like somebody in danger. If somebody's in danger, they're trapped somewhere, or they're in some horrible condition, and they're looking, hoping what? That somebody's gonna come do what? Save them. That someone's gonna come aid them. Well, it says that our eyes, God's chosen people's eyes, have what?
Yet failed.
Our eyes have failed us, meaning when we wanted to come, did not come. And it's still not coming, it's still not here. Read on.
As yet failed for our vain help.
Our eyes failed for our what?
Vain help.
The word vain means useless. The word vain means nothing. Our eyes failed for our vain help. Go ahead.
In our watching.
In our what?
In our watching.
In our watching. We looked, like I said, we were looking. Go ahead.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation.
For what?
For a nation.
For what?
For a nation.
We watched for our nation. Say it again.
We watched for a nation.
America.
Watch for a nation.
We watched for our nation. Go ahead.
That could not save us.
No, they can save us.
That could not save us.
No, they love us.
That could not save us.
They're going to help us get out of our poverty.
That could not save us.
They're going to give us 40 acres and a mule.
That could not save us.
America cannot save blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
That's right.
The oppressor is never going to save blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man.
Look.
My brother's been bringing it out all day, man, tearing this society to shreds. My brother talked about the LGBTQ community. Ooh, it's so spooky, right? Ooh. Everybody's scared to talk about LGBTQ because they the bullies, right? They the new bullies. You talk about them, you getting canceled ASAP.
Right.
You understand? Well, guess what? Brittany Griner is somewhere rotting in a Russian prison right now.
Right.
Brittany Griner has played for the Olympic team. She has played for the red, white, and blue. Brittany Griner is one of the premier players in the WNBA, a failing league that has not made a profit since 1996. But she's one of the faces of that league, and she helps them owners make money. She helps them have a league in the first place. And you know what she is? She identifies herself as a lesbian, right? And she's all LGBTQ, all of that. But right now, because she couldn't afford to live in America on just the paycheck she gets from the WNBA, she had to go play in Russia to get extra money while still being a U.S. citizen. That's how America treats black, Hispanic, and Indian women, right? She had to go overseas just to make some money. And what happened? She got caught with a vape pen with some marijuana in it. And for the past, what, 4 or 5 months, she's been in a Russian jail. And the LGBT community, you know what they said about it? You know what they said about it, Quidon? Nothing. The LGBTQ community said nothing about Brittany Griner rotting in a jail cell in Russia. They said nothing about it. Why? Because they don't give a damn about black people. You understand? You black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, do not think that any of these things in America are going to free you. America won't free you. LGBTQ will not free you. You understand? All the different, Joe Biden is not going to free you. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, name them all. Name all your politicians. Joe Biden came in with another bunch of promises. Let me give you another one. Barack Obama didn't free you. Barack Obama isn't even a black man. He's a damn African. His father was a Nigerian diplomat. Barack Obama didn't go through what we go through in America. He ain't from no barrio. Michelle Obama is a so-called black woman. She from the ghetto. She know all about that. But as soon as she went to that Ivy League school, she got with that African. But he don't know our experiences, man. He don't know what we go through. And neither does Joe Biden. Joe Biden and all these politicians know nothing about what it is to be black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. So how the hell can we rely on them to save us? Joe Biden gave all them promises, all those words, and said this was gonna happen. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna do this for black people. Meanwhile, we still the last hired in the first fight. Meanwhile, we still the #1 in unemployment. We still #1 in AIDS and HIV and every horrible thing under the sun, man. But when the so-called Asian man got smacked around a couple times in a couple of cities, what did he get? He got an Asian hate bill. The next week, black people have been getting murdered in the streets for 400 years, over 400 years, and have not got anything. And we keep expecting it, but we shouldn't expect it. If you was in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA, you would have never expected Joe Biden to do anything for black people. You would have never expected Barack Obama to do anything for black people, man. Why? Because we read the Bible. Read it for the top.
According to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes is yet filled for our vain help.
For our vain help. Help that's not coming. Read on.
In our watch, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We watched for a nation that could not save us. That's America, man. Any more on that?
That's for 17.
Now you can drop to give me Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 10. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality for a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. We continue to look towards somebody else to help us. Somebody else is going to free us. Somebody else is going to do well for us. And guess what? It ain't the other nations neither. Why the hell would the so-called Chinese man help black people when he's getting rich in the ghettos of America? With all the nail salons. With all the hair places. With all the Chinese restaurants. Y'all know that Chinese people do not eat chicken wings and French fries. They don't eat that. But why is it on their menu? Because we eat it. You understand? Where I'm from on my block in Queens, New York, we got a Mexican restaurant, and guess what? Everybody in there that runs the restaurant is Asian. In the back, it's the so-called Mexicans. We know them as the I.S.U.P.K in the Bible. The I.S.U.P.K are cooking the food. But everyone in the front that runs the place is Chinese or Korean. You understand? That's how they get over on us. That's how they bleed our communities.
Shalom, Israel. Come to the fire weekend, man, in Chicago. Midwest Fire Weekend. You know how we get down. July 21st to the 24th, we're going to be in Chicago.
Under the Midwest Mosque himself, captain for 13,000
July 21st, we got 12 children of Highness with the scripture breakdown class, followed by Captain Tagaria and Captain Katazal across the line ring.
You know what I'm saying? We got the Bantu Festival coming back. We got the election coming. We're gonna kick off the election with Captain Ash, Captain Katazal, and Kazak Yad. It's gonna be called Before Columbus Came.
On the 24th of July, we're going to be doing the Black and Brown Unity Cookout.